Hey Brian, this is Tina. I'm sorry that it took a couple days. I wanted to re-record it because I thought of a couple more details I wanted to add in here for you. Um, just wanted to start here on your website. Looking at this, oh, I'm on the About Us page. Let's go home. Where is home? Maybe this? Okay, that's weird. It doesn't have a home button. Um, anyway, so missing a home button, but also, I think you got this done relatively recently, but it's definitely not optimized for search engines, like for digital, like what they consider digital marketing. Um, this is not going to get you anywhere on Google, and it really explains why you're not coming up at the top of the list. There, you have like this competitor, which is Kaufman, and they have a lot more content on theirs as far as words and things. And I can just show you. Your website had 941 words on it on the homepage. His had almost 1,500. And I recommend 1,500 to 3,000 words because when Google is crawling your website and Google's crawling your competitors as well, and somebody searches roofers in Twin Cities, if your competitor has more content than you, Google's going to pull them to the top of the search result list because they're going to figure that that company has more to offer the person that's searching. So we always want to beat our competition as far as word count. Also, within that word count, we need to sprinkle in keywords, right? So you have some, but they're all related to your name. Um, and you're not ranking very high for anything else. So, like if somebody searches Minneapolis roofer or Minneapolis roofers, roofing, anything like that, you're not going to pull to the top of that list because it's not sprinkled throughout your content. And when you put it in there, you have to highlight it, and Google will be able to pull those out easier. There's just little tricks of the trade that I'm going to tell you that would help you pull up easier and to the top of that list. So this is how your website ranks. It's a tool that we use to see organic keywords and traffic. You have a lot more traffic than actual keywords because of word of mouth. So when people go to Google, they search your name, and that's how you're getting this traffic. Um, where did I see? Let me click on keywords over here. Yeah, you're not. Let me see. By location. I wanted to see something else here that I'm not finding, but there are some branded ones in here that are really getting you a higher score. But let me go back to overview. You're not really scoring in the AI citations, which is growing exponentially. I think it's every 3 months, AI doubles in intelligence. So the smarter it gets, the more people use it, the more it's going to phase out your neighbor Helen telling Martha at the supermarket that they had an amazing roofer. You know, like for as long as you guys have been around, word of mouth was where it's at. But going forward, you really need to get some strong digital marketing going. And I don't really see that you have that anywhere. You do have backlinks. That's links out on the internet that link back to your site, but they're not driving you a lot of traffic. So what that tells me is that they're on websites that don't have to do with roofing. So if I were to get you backlinks, or if you were to go out and get backlinks, you'd want to put it on blogs or do it yourself type websites that have to do with roofing. Anything that's under the home services umbrella is going to bring you more traffic that's an actual paying customer, right? Looks like you've increased some here, but I mean, we could do better. If you got this is organic traffic, and you've been doing pretty consistent on organic traffic since March of 2020, which is probably when you put your website up or something to that effect. That's why it kind of took off here. Maybe you started marketing, but let's see here. Oh, this is the intent by the traffic that's on your website. If we look, these are blue is informational, just people looking for roofing information. Navigational, just people, navigating through a site. If they clicked on your website from a backlink, they're just navigating around. They're not even looking for roofing information. Commercial, these are people that are like pricing you or comparing you to your competitors. They're going to different roofing websites to see who they'd like to go with. The red is actually transactional, and then branded is when they search just for you, and local is people that are in your immediate area. If we check off these and look at transactional, these are paying customers, right? You had a jump in January of 2024. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Where was I? Okay. So you had a jump here, and then you bumped up a little bit in May. So maybe you've had some help with marketing, but it's not making a huge difference, is my point. And your website's definitely not SEO optimized. Your backlinks aren't doing you a whole lot of good. And the fact that you're not in the map pack here, and Kaufman is, this is a ad sponsored. So like if you ran an ad, you'd pop to the top of this. Me and my partner, Christy, my name is Tina. Christy's my partner. We do ads for Google, social media. We manage social media profiles. We manage reputation. We SEO optimize you in every way possible so that you're popping up in front of your paying customers and Kaufman isn't getting all your business. But the fact that you're not popping up in this map pack is what we call it, is because you're not listed in all those directories that are out there, like Yelp, Angie's List, all those things. Let's look at how Kaufman's doing. Okay, so his organic traffic is 3,000. Yours was 722. I don't even know how long Kaufman's been in business, but you definitely deserve these kind of scores. That's not fair. You've put in the work, been around, done the thing. So that's a little discouraging. I hadn't even looked at this yet, but backlinks, his aren't serving him very well either. You could really dive into the backlinks and get some good quality ones that would drive you some good traffic, because it doesn't look like he's really mastering that either. 2025, he's been doing pretty good. Let's see. Well, you're a lot lower. He was up in 5,000, and you're at 100 or 913. I think he was at 2,000. Yeah, he's getting way more traffic, probably way more customers. Looks like he paid for some advertising in 2023, and it brought him 45,000 in business on one day, August 27th of 2023. So, I mean, really, there's so much we could do to help you. But if you yourself just go in and beef up that content, get 2,000 words on your front landing page, sprinkle in those keywords, whatever you think people will search for you on Google without actually knowing your name, and then get yourself some backlinks. Go get your website listed in a blog about do it yourself at home or roofing or whatever, and or any home services type websites you can get listed on. That'll help. Also, get your name in every directory possible that serves our area, or Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota too. I'm up by Forest Lake. So local small business, we can help you with that. Anything that you need, we can do. Um, Feel free to give us a call for anything though. Even if you're not thinking about having us work for you and help out Garlock French, you can still call with questions. That's totally fine, because at the end of the day, I want to feel like I helped a Minnesota business succeed. So just call me if you need me. All right. Thanks so much.